औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। पनाह मांगता हूँ मैं अल्लाह की शैतान मरदूद से। अल्लाह के नाम से शुरू जो बहुत मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। I welcome you all in the online session of power generation. And in the previous session, we have discussed about the example of demand variation.
अच्छा सर, एक सेकंड।
Yes, please ask.
सर
जी.
सर वो जो पिछले ये भी 6:15 बजे क्लास स्टार्ट हुई थी, तो पीजी की क्लास हुई थी, ईसीडी की क्लास हुई थी?
ECD की भी हो गई, पीजी की हो गई, पीजी का अब सेकेंड सेशन है.
अच्छा सर, ठीक है सर।
Okay, Jean. Now we continue the session. In previous session, we have already discussed about the load curve and the curve of commercial, residential, industrial, agricultural, and other aspect of demand curve on the versus time requirement. The peak hour is 14 from 16, starting from the 6 p.m. to onwards 10 p.m. This is the peak hour of any kind of country, any kind of state, and with the maximum power can be utilized. So this is the extended peak load curve. Moving towards the other slide, that is the example of demand variation, load demand curve over the period of 24 hours in summer and winter, and daily and seasonal variations. We all know that these are the mainly two seasons in which summer, autumn, winter, and etc. spring. Mainly, we are discussing about the power utilization in two seasons, which are summer and in winter. First, we discuss about the summer of season, that how much power of demand is utilized and how we can carry and study on the basis of a statistical analysis that how power is utilized on the basis of demand. Peak and demand occur in the afternoon. In addition to normal demand, and extra high air conditioning load will be expected. We all know that in summer duration or summer season, the maximum power is utilized in the form of inductive load as fans and air conditions. But in winter season, peak demand occurs in the early evening hours. Peak demand can be occur in evening hours because lightning load and other kind of equipments like resistive equipments or devices or load like heaters, geysers, electric geysers and electric heaters, these are used for as electrical utilization of power, where residential heating will be added to normal load. This example is applied to a specific region, city, or country as geographic location as mark effects on load variation level. As you can see in these are uh, the first one is the minimum summer minimum variation in terms of time versus maximum megawatt demand. Second one is the green line, which is the mm, summer season graph, which you can see in the green line, and the third one is the blue line, which is the
सर दे बोथ लाइंस आर शोइंग समर,
no, both lines
रेड
are
एंड
not.
ग्रीन।
No. The red one is summer, and the green one is. Yes, you are right. Exactly. This is the. Both are the summer. Exactly, you are right. But it is the starting or ending summer. Gradually, the season have in two phases: the starting season and the ending season. If we categorize the season in four, that summer, autumn, winter, spring, and categorically there are the two seasons which are depends upon the six of month. If we talk about the summer, it is the starting of season and this is the ending of season. That's the reason we are categorically divided the season of summer into two main curves. I think my answer is justify your question.
यस सर।
Comes towards the second one, that is the winter. Winter is also categorically divided into two starting or ending curves, which is blue and in black. Moving towards the next slide, which is chapter 3 as gas turbine power plant. Before we start this session, before we continue the session, I have to perform some kind of numerical which I already highlight and will share inshallah on LMS 7 also in the share drives.
Okay, sir.
So the screen is starting and
Sir, the screen are not showing.
yes, because it is in loading condition. Okay, now I'll share the screen, and if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. This is the economical aspects of power generation, and these are the numericals and assignment question which we discuss in the session. And I already uh, I will nominate the kind of question which I performing in this level. Comes to that, this is the load curve. The load curve showing the variation of load on the power station, which means the power plant. The load which is shown on the power plant is called the load variation with a reference to time known as load curve. So this is the load curve. It is maintained on in between the time versus kilowatt utilization of power, which means the time is start from the 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. and this is the am time, and then over 24 hours of the day, and load can be utilized from this part to this part. Moving towards the same exercise, I also perform in my utilizing task. I trying to share here. Please wait for a while. I will share with you this of my window. Please wait for 1 minute. I will share the power utilization, which I already make in my one of assignment of my PhD. I try to share with you. It is the power utilization in my household K electric meter. So I analyze the kind of that metering kind of reading and showing towards and where it is PhD and professor observation. Up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. I will answer your all queries. Up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. And now I sharing my screen here, and there you go. This is the kind of my PhD assignment, and this is not included in exam, but it is for sharing, for studying purpose and understanding kind of purpose. So I am
For
starting
knowledge, sir.
for knowledge exactly. It will start from the time 9 a.m. till to 12 p.m. I note the kind of all readings in 9 a.m. towards 24 p.m. It kind of 11 baje 12 baje like that. And the utilization utilizing power in my per hour kilowatt hour reading, which is 1.2 1.2 kilowatt, and at 10 a.m. it was 0 kilowatt hour. Can you explain how can the power is 0 at 10 a.m.? सुबह के 10 बजे पावर जीरो कैसे हो गई? What do you think? And even also 15 p.m., even also 21 p.m. Can any one of you can tell me that how the power is reduced to zero between 9 and 11 a.m. and so on to the three readings also?
No, sir, no idea.
Okay, anyone have idea? Please discuss. Otherwise, I can explain. Actually, this time is the load shedding time. So there is not power is consumed in 10 a.m. That is the reason.
Yes, sir.
So comes to the
ठीक sir.
curve. It is really a good one which is made by me. I appreciate to me for this curve viral. Comes to that, you can also make these kind of things in Excel graph, and it is the radium curve. It is called the radium curve. Realistic examples. It can be vary, it can be variable. So you can see I start the reading from 9 a.m. towards 10 a.m. It is zero because it is a load shedding. I also mentioned in my assignment that why the reading is zero because of 10, 15, and 21. This is the load shedding time in my area. So this is the justifiable thing, and it is not a tempering one. That's the reason. So at 10 a.m. the light will be gone, and 15 p.m. and 21 p.m. all the kind of things you can see. The radium curve can explain the kind of reading that in 11 a.m. how much power is utilized in kilowatt. That is 1.04. It is for knowledge purpose. It is for other kind of analysis purpose. I can share with you the kind of my content of assignment, which is 3 page on basis. So coming towards the next one, which is our topic. So this is the another load curve. You can see this is not any kind of Karachi or Pakistan area of curve. That is the reason the power is not utilizing zero here. It can be seen zero, but ideally it is not. Until and unless the load shedding or any kind of fault failure can be happened, the power is cannot be zero. This is the load curve that you can see here. Moving towards the next aspect, that is maximum load, peak load. It represents the maximum power that consumed by the load during a specific given time. It is also equal to maximum actual power generated by the plant when the transmission losses are neglected. This is the maximum load, the utilizing peak load at which the maximum power is utilized by the consumer. Either the consumer is what kind of consumer is that? It is a residential and commercial and industrial. These are the three kind of users, utilizer of electrical power in as a user. Coming toward the next one, that is average load. It is the average power that consumed by the load during a certain period of time, and it is equal to average power that generated by the plant during the same period of time when neglecting transmission line losses. Having formula, average load is that area under the load curve, that kilowatt hour, divided by the number of hours, and the answer would be in average load is in kilowatt. Means that the all kind of load are mentioned in the numerators and divided by the number of hours in which you kind of analyze, divide by this thing, you can get the average load in kilowatt. Coming towards the load factor, it is the ratio of the average load to the maximum load for a certain period of time. The load factor is called daily load factor. Daily load factor, which means it can measured in certain period of time in daily basis. If the period of time is a day, and if the period of time is month, the load factor is called monthly load factor. And if it is in daily load, means in daily routine, it will be called daily load factor. And similarly for yearly load factor, it can be measured or observed on the yearly basis. Load factor can be represented in average load. Average load means the kind of load which is an average divided by the maximum load. The ratio of these two entities is called load factor. Moving towards the next, up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. Okay, install capacity. This is the tendency of the power plant that can provide the supply consistently to the users. Plant capacity, nameplate capacity. Nameplate capacity means it is mentioned on its nameplate, and it is also called the plant capacity. That how much power is provided by the plant is called a plant capacity. It is also mentioned on its nameplate, or kind of plant turbine or mention on its generator. It represents the maximum possible power that could be produced, generated from the power plant. As I already mentioned before the statement, the value of installed capacity depend upon the power design, plant design, and installed capacity equal to the nominal power value of the plant. It can be in kilowatt or megawatt. For a small plant, it will be in kilowatt, and for enormous and large plant, it will be in megawatt. Reverse capacity, and what is that? Reverse capacity is installed capacity minus maximum demand. For a small plant, it would be kilowatt, and for enormous amount, it would be megawatt. Plant capacity factor and how it can be extracted. The capacity factor of the power plant is the ratio of its average output power over a period of time to its maximum possible power that could be produced. It can be determined as below, that the average demand in kilowatt over installed capacity in kilowatt, that ratio is called plant capacity factor. Up till now, if you have any query, please feel free to discuss. Otherwise, we're moving toward the utilization factor. Now, the utilization factor is that the maximum demand in kilowatt over installed capacity in kilowatt is called utilization factor. That means the maximum demand that utilized by the consumer. The consumer can be residential, commercial, and industrial over the installed capacity of our plant. So the particular ratio we got the utilization factor. Moving towards the next numerical, plant use factor. Plant use factor is the actual energy produced in kilowatt hour divided by installed capacity multiplied by the number of operations hour. So this is the plant use factor, that how much time of plant can be used for in the number of hours. So these are the utilization of plant in number of hours operation. Another way of formula can be expressed the plant use factor, that is average demand over time. That time would be in weekly, monthly, and hourly base. Install capacity multiplied by the number of operation hours. There is also a formula for plant use factor. That time would be in 24 hours if the time is in a day. And on a monthly basis, it would be 24 into 30 hours. 24 into 30 are the number of days in a month, and 24 are the hours multiplied, that we got the monthly time. And for yearly time, what would be happened if we take a monthly time for yearly time? This is missing here. Can anyone tell me that how can we find the yearly time here?
360, 24 to multiply by 360.
360, you can say. Yes, 360 multiplied by the 24 to get the yearly time.
Right, sir?
Not 360, it is not 360, it is 365, 365.
Oh, sorry, sir. 365.
Coming towards the diversity factor, comes to that. So the sum of individual maximum demand, the sum of individual maximum demand over the maximum demand on the power plant. This ratio is called the diversity factor. So individual demand means the sum, means that Azam can utilize the power, I am Adil Khan can utilize the power, and Muhammad Raza utilization power, and so on and so forth. Most of the people can utilize individually power, that can be summing towards in the numerator aspect and divided by the maximum demand by the plant. That power can provided by the plant can place here. The ratio of these two entities is we called diversity factor. Now, the load duration curve. In this curve, the load elements of the load curve are arranged in order to descending magnitude. That you can see, we can maintain or mention the load in megawatt of a power plant versus the time of utilization from 0 towards 24 hours. The area under the load duration curve, This is the load duration, area under the curve, and area under the load curve are equal. Area under the load curve and area utilization under the curve are equal. The following figure is shown an example of the load curve and load duration curve. So we can say this is the load curve. Load in megawatt versus time. This is another load duration curve. Both are in same entities.
Sir, what different is duration and simple the curve?
Duration means to get the analysis in coming to in the duration of 2 hours, in the duration of 1 hour, in a duration of 4 hours. Duration is the interval, and load curve is the complete analysis. This is the main difference, which is
So
all
both graphs are different.
different in shape but equal in magnitude,
All right, sir.
because both give area under the curve. If we find area under the curve, can anyone tell me that how can we find the area under the curve in this both graph? In both the graph, how can we find area under the curve? Can anyone tell me? All the person, I think, that learned the mathematical rules, area under the curve indication, that how can we find area under the load curve? Yes, my friend.
सर क्वेश्चन रिपीट करना जरा.
My question is that how can we find area of this load curve which is under in this interval of shape? How can we find this
सर
area?
मैथमेटिकली तो इंटीग्रेशन से निकालते हैं हम लोग एरिया अंडर द कर्व.
जी जी, कैसे?
सर जो भी वैल्यू दी हुई होती है उसको इंटीग्रेट कर देते हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इट्स फैक्टर,
जी,
टाइम फैक्टर से.
टाइम फैक्टर. अच्छा, एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ इसमें यह है, जैसे मैं अब आपको एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ, हम एरिया अंडर द कर्व कैसे निकालेंगे इस लोड कर्व का. इसमें एम्पलीट्यूड के सेक्शंस बने हुए हैं, देखें 0 से लेके 4 बजे की लिमिट ऑफ टाइम. देखें ये है लोअर लिमिट और ये है अपर लिमिट. इसमें मैक्सिमम एरिया कितना है? एम्पलीट्यूड 5 है. तो ये इंटीग्रेट होगा फंक्शन ऑफ 5 से, जिसके अंदर आपकी जो लिमिट है टाइम की वो 0 to 4 है. इसको इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, इसका एरिया आ जाएगा, ठीक है, एक एक्सपेक्टेड. उसके बाद 4 से लेके 8 तक इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, लोअर लिमिट अपर लिमिट, जिसके अंदर एम्पलीट्यूड कितना है? 15. यहाँ तक इंटीग्रेट हो गया. अच्छा जी, इसके बाद 8 से लेके कहाँ तक कांस्टेंट है एरिया? मेरी बात समझ आ रही है मैं क्या बता रहा हूँ वैसे? इफ यू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ
No,
क्यूरी.
sir.
अच्छा, बात समझ नहीं
No,
आई
sir.
तो स्टार्टिंग में ही पूछ लेते ना भाई. ओके, ये बहुत सिंपल है. इसमें सिर्फ एरिया अंडर द कर्व निकालते हैं. एरिया अंडर द कर्व जिस तरह नोमान ने बताया, नोमान मकसूद साहब ने, कि एरिया अंडर द कर्व हम इंटीग्रेशन से निकालते हैं, ठीक है. और एरिया अंडर द कर्व का मतलब ये होता है कि कर्व के अंदर का एरिया, अंदर से मुराद ये इसकी बाउंड्रीज में लाई करता हुआ एरिया अंडर द कर्व ऑफ एरिया कहलाता है. तो वो इंटीग्रेशन से निकलता है. इंटीग्रेशन, डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन और इनडेफिनेट इंटीग्रल दो तरह के होते हैं. डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल वहाँ यूज़ करते हैं जहाँ पर लिमिट दी हुई होती है. तो देखें टाइम की लिमिट कितनी है? 0 से लेके 4 तक. तो ये लोअर लिमिट है और ये अपर लिमिट है, ठीक है. तो इसके अंदर जो एरिया का एम्पलीट्यूड है ना वो 5 है. तो यहाँ पे ऐसे इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, 5 एम्पलीट्यूड है और कांस्टेंट भी बाहर आ जाएगा, इंटीग्रेट होगा, अपर लोअर लिमिट लगेगी और ये 5 मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर में आ जाएगा और यहाँ का एरिया मिल जाएगा. उसके बाद 4 से लेके 8 तक का एरिया कांस्टेंट है ना, देखें वो कितना है? 15.
Yes, sir.
4
15.
से लेके 8 तक
15,
15
sir.
is the amplitude. So we integrate here from the lower limit to upper limit amplitude with 15. We got the area from this section. Okay. After 8, 8 से लेके कहाँ तक का एरिया कांस्टेंट है?
16 तक.
16
16 तक
तक.
का.
16 तक का कांस्टेंट है. एंड व्हाट इज दैट?
20.
it would be 20. So 20 is the amplitude and the lower limit is 8 and upper limit is 16,
16.
and we got the third area of section. Coming toward the fourth part of this curve, 16 से लेके 24 तक की लिमिट, लोअर लिमिट, अपर लिमिट, और इसका एम्पलीट्यूड कितना है?
5.
5 है, तो 5 एम्पलीट्यूड है। यहाँ पे इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, इसका एरिया निकालेंगे, तो आपके कितने एरिया निकल जाएंगे यहाँ पे?
4 एरिया।
4 areas. So after finding all 4 areas, we add all of them and we got the area under the curve. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से हम एरिया अंडर दी कर्व मालूम करेंगे। इसी तरीके से आप अगर आते हैं यहाँ पे, तो आप देखें इसका एरिया अंडर दी कर्व कैसे निकालेंगे। आपकी ड्यूरेशन जो है वो 0 से लेके 12, सॉरी 0 से 12 तक नहीं है, बल्कि 0 से लेके 8 तक एम्पलीट्यूड कितना है?
एम्पलीट्यूड 5
एम्पलीट्यूड है 20।
सर, एम्पलीट्यूड 5।
ये कर्व मेरे भाई, मैं
ठीक है,
इसकी बात कर रहा हूँ। आप अगर देखें 0 से लेके 8 तक, तो इसका एम्पलीट्यूड 20 है, तो यहाँ पे इसका एरिया अंडर द कर्व आ जाएगा, पहला सेक्शन। दूसरे सेक्शन पे आते हैं, इसमें एरिया अंडर द कर्व निकालना है, लोअर लिमिट अपर लिमिट 8 से लेके 12 तक है, और यहाँ की हम निकालेंगे एरिया अंडर द कर्व के जरिए से
15
वैल्यू। एम्पलीट्यूड है इसकी 15, बिल्कुल जनाब सही बताया। और उसके बाद 12 से लेके 24 तक एरिया अंडर द कर्व निकालेंगे, और वो है हमारी वैल्यू जो कि 12 से 24 तक हमारी आएगी, और इसके एम्पलीट्यूड की वैल्यू है 5। ये वैल्यूज निकालेंगे। ये कितने सेक्शन में डिवाइड है ये पूरा एरिया अंडर द कर्व?
3 सेशन में 3।
ये 3 सेक्शन में डिवाइड है, तो इसका जो एक सम आएगा और इसका जो सम आएगा वो इक्वल वैल्यू में होगा, ठीक है, इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड में होगा। तो इन दिस कर्व द लोड एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द लोड कर्व आर अरेंज इन ऑर्डर टू डिसेंडिंग मैग्नीट्यूड। ठीक है, डिसेंडिंग मैग्नीट्यूड से मुराद ये देखें, पहले जो है ना कम था, फिर बढ़ता गया बढ़ता गया बढ़ता गया, फिर कम हो गया, और यहाँ पे पहले बढ़ रहा था और फिर कम होते होते वो खत्म हो गया। The area under the load duration curve and area under the load curve, load duration curve and load curve, वो दोनों equal in magnitude होंगे, ठीक है, शेप में डिफरेंट जरूर हो सकते हैं। The following figure shows example load curve and load duration curve. लोड कर्व अमूमन हम प्लांट साइड पे देखते हैं, प्लांट जो आपका पावर प्लांट है वहां पर इट कैन बी सीन देयर एंड और इट कैन बी फाइंड देयर। एंड द लोड ड्यूरेशन कर्व, load duration curve we found at the user end. User can be uh, commercial, domestic, residential and industrial. So all the things are hopefully clear here. Coming towards the exercise, that is the generation station of 1 megawatt supply a region which has the following demands: from midnight to 5 a.m. is demand 100 in kilowatt, and from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. the demand has no load. There is no load between 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Categorically it is not possible, but the numerical is on the kind of special load or characteristics. The third reading was in 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. That particular demand is 800 kilowatt. After 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., this kilowatt of demand would be 900 kilowatt. This is the maximum demand in 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. because it is a peak time that observed on the power station power plant. Coming towards the last reading, that is starting 9 p.m. to midnight, that load reduced from 900 to 400 in kilowatt. Neglect transmission line losses. Transmission line losses are also count in the realistic kind of analysis, but for this numerical, we neglect the transmission line losses. Coming towards the first finding, that is plot the daily load curve and the load duration curve. Find the load factor, the reverse capacity, plant capacity factor, plant use factor, and hours. The hour that plant has been off and utilization factor. So the solution is when the
But the no load means is zero load.
no load means zero load, exactly. But I explain here that it is the special categorical condition here. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., the data mentioned there is no load. Hopefully, it is a data from the special kind of category or condition, winter time of, because it is a morning time, and in morning time load would be in minimum time. So in realistic way, from which the data can be extracted, it said there is no load. So we assume there is no load, but it kind of load which is negligence on levels. That's the reason we said it is no load, but it is an categorical condition. It is not possible here. Moving towards next solution. If anyone have any kind of question, please feel free to ask. I will answer your questions. Otherwise, I continue. When the transmission line loss is neglected, so the power generation and power of utilization load, the demand and load install means the load and demand are equal in entities. Install capacity is 1 megawatt. It is mentioned in the question. Hopefully, all of you can see in here that is 1 megawatt. This is the install capacity. System is working on this magnitude. 1 megawatt equal to 1000 kilowatt. I think any one of you have any kind of query in here? Not have any query. Come moving towards the next thing, that the maximum load equal to the maximum demand, which is 900 kilowatt. In the given data you can see the all of the demand, the maximum is 900 kilowatt. Out of the minimum is 100, minimum is no load or 100, and maximum is 900 kilowatt. Hopefully there is no kind of query here. 900 kilowatt is the maximum demand. Average load, area under the load curve in kilowatt divided by the number of hours. So how can we find it? Average load, how can we find it? 5 multiplied by 100. 5 multiplied by 100. That means
500.
500. Midnight to 5 a.m. that is 5 and multiply by 100, that is 500. From 5 a.m. to 6, that is hopefully how much hours? 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Morning 5 and evening 6 p.m. How many hours? It would be, I think, 10 or 11 hours. But there is no
So
load.
13.
13 hours.
30 hours.
Exactly. 13 hours multiplied by zero load means zero. Now 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. it is 1 hour. Multiply by the 800. And 7 to 9 it is 2 hours. And 9 towards 24, yeah, 12 we can say, the 3 hour, that is 400. I think this line is clear to all of you. Divide by number of
Yes.
hours. Number of hours are 24. 24 midnight to midnight. This is 24 hours. Hopefully starting from this and end at this, which is already midnight. So midnight to midnight load is 24 hours. So we multiplied each other all the kind of things and divided by 24, we got 179.16 kilowatt. This is the average load. That how can we find it? I think no one have any kind of query till now. Can I move to the next page? You may ask if you have any kind of query. So this is the load curve. You can see load curve. The average load is 179.179.6 kilowatt hour. So we have to make its load curve. Load curve is making from 0 to 5 hours, that is 100 kilowatt. From 5 to 18, 5 to 18 p.m., 5 a.m. to 18 p.m. It is zero utilization. I think all of you can understand this thing, that categorically midnight to 5 is 100 kilowatt, and 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. is no load. 7 p.m. to 6 to 7 p.m. is 800 kilowatt hour. 7 to 9 p.m. is 900 kilowatt, and 9 to midnight is 400 kilowatt. So it is mentioned here. I think all of you can understand this thing. On the base
Yes,
of
sir.
Yes, sir.
chart reading, we plot this load curve by the given reading. This is the load curve. So from 18 to means 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. it is 900, and 9 to uh so 6 to 7, 7 to I think 10, it is 900 kilowatt, and 9 to midnight it was
Sir, I think
400.
18 to 19, 800.
18 to 19 800 exactly, and 19
800.
to 21 it was 900 kilowatt, and from 19 to 24, which means midnight, it was 400 kilowatt. If anyone have any kind of query, please discuss. I think it is self explanatory till now. Now this is the load duration curve. Load duration curve tell us that the load is from midnight to mm, midnight to 2 a.m. is 900, and 2 to 4 is you can see this thing, and we continue the session after 1 minute of azan break.